if your arms feel weaker than they used to, if climbing stairs leaves your legs trembling, if getting up from a chair feels like a workout, you're not imagining it. And it's not just getting older. It could be something far more serious and shockingly common after age 60. There's a condition called sarcopenia, a progressive loss of muscle that affects nearly 1 in 3 older adults. But here's what most people don't realize. There's one everyday habit that could be making it worse. A habit that seems harmless, even helpful, but may actually be draining your muscle strength and setting the stage for long-term weakness, stiffness, and instability. The most alarming part? This habit hides in your routine. It feels normal, ordinary, even responsible. But over time, it quietly breaks down your strength from the inside until simple movements like walking, lifting groceries, or getting off the couch become exhausting. In today's video, you'll discover exactly what that hidden habit is, how it impacts your muscle health, and what you can start doing today to hold on to your power, protect your independence, and keep doing the things you love. Before we get into it, drop a comment below and let us know where you're watching from. We read every single one. And if staying strong and mobile matters to you, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a tip that could change how you age. Now, let's expose the daily habit that could be quietly weakening your body. At its core, sarcopenia is the gradual loss of muscle mass and strength that occurs naturally as we age. It's a process that sneaks up on many of us, so subtly that it often goes unnoticed until it starts to interfere with our daily activities. But here's the thing, it's not just about getting older. Sarcopenia is a condition in its own right, one that goes beyond the normal aging process. In fact, it can begin as early as in your 30s or 40s, although you may not start noticing the effects until later in life. Muscle mass naturally peaks in your 20s, and after that, we start to lose a small percentage of it each year. This loss accelerates as you age, especially after the age of 60. What happens is that the muscle fibers themselves start to shrink, while your motor neurons, the brain cells that control muscle movements, also decrease in number. This can leave you feeling weaker and less agile, even if you're not yet dealing with any specific illness or injury. But sarcopenia isn't just about having weaker muscles. It also affects your overall quality of life. Your muscles are crucial not just for moving your body, but also for stabilizing your bones, supporting your joints, and maintaining your metabolism. When your muscles begin to break down faster than they can rebuild, it can lead to a cascade of problems, including poor balance, difficulty with mobility, and even chronic pain from misalignment or overcompensating with other muscle groups. A key issue with sarcopenia is that it often goes unnoticed at first. At first, it may seem like your body is simply slowing down with age. You might chalk up the difficulty in climbing stairs or lifting heavy bags to just the inevitable consequences of getting older. However, sarcopenia is more than that. It's a medical condition, and left unchecked, it can lead to even more severe limitations as you get older. It's also worth noting that sarcopenia isn't inevitable. While the aging process does cause muscle loss, certain habits, or lack thereof, can accelerate it. And while you might think that physical inactivity is the main culprit, there's more to it than just that. The truth is that what you do each day, from how much you move to what you eat, plays a huge role in how fast sarcopenia develops. In fact, many people aren't aware that they're actively making things worse with one simple, yet damaging, daily habit. That one habit causing muscle loss and contributing to sarcopenia is sitting for prolonged periods. It's something many of us do without thinking twice. Whether you're lounging on the couch, working at a desk, or simply spending hours in one spot, extended sitting has a profound effect on your muscles. As we age, muscle mass and strength naturally decline. However, excessive sitting accelerates this decline. When we sit for long periods, we aren't engaging the muscles in our legs, core, or arms as we should. The less we use them, the weaker they become. It's inactivity that makes muscles shrink and lose their strength. Over time, this lack of use leads to a noticeable decrease in endurance and functionality. Even if we get up occasionally, it's the extended sitting sessions that take the biggest toll. The longer we sit, the more difficult it becomes to keep our muscles strong and responsive. Without regular activation, muscles begin to atrophy, which directly contributes to muscle loss and sarcopenia. Even though light daily activities may seem like enough, they don't fully combat the negative effects of sitting for hours on end. The bottom line is that sitting for extended periods is not just a minor habit. It's a key factor in how our muscles age. The good news, though, is that by making small adjustments and reducing sitting time, you can help preserve muscle strength and slow the onset of sarcopenia. In addition to extended sitting, there are several other habits that can quietly contribute to muscle loss and sarcopenia, even without us realizing it. The reality is, a lot of our daily routines can make a difference in how our muscles age, for better or worse. One such habit is not getting enough protein. As we age, our bodies require more protein to maintain muscle mass. If you're not getting enough through your diet, your muscles won't have the building blocks they need to stay strong. Protein plays a critical role in muscle repair and growth, so when it's lacking, the body struggles to maintain muscle mass. Many seniors don't realize that their protein intake should be adjusted to meet the demands of an aging body, making this a silent contributor to muscle loss. Another common issue is a lack of resistance training. It's easy to overlook the importance of lifting weights or doing strength-based exercises, but they're essential for preserving muscle as you age. While walking or stretching is great for overall mobility, resistance training directly stimulates muscle growth and helps prevent muscle loss. If you're not incorporating resistance exercises into your routine, you might be missing out on an essential way to counteract sarcopenia. Even simple bodyweight exercises like squats, push-ups, or light resistance band work can make a big difference. The third factor is poor posture. You may not think about posture as an issue for muscle loss, but it can be a significant contributor. When you slouch or don't support your spine properly, it places unnecessary strain on your muscles, particularly in the back and shoulders. This misalignment can lead to muscle imbalances, making certain muscles weaker and more prone to atrophy. Over time, poor posture can also limit your range of motion, further reducing muscle use and contributing to sarcopenia. Dehydration is another factor that's often overlooked when considering muscle health. Muscles are made up of water, and staying hydrated is key to their proper function. Dehydration can lead to muscle cramps, stiffness, and overall reduced muscle performance. When you're not drinking enough water, your muscles become more prone to fatigue and less able to recover after exercise. This means that even if you're active, your muscles won't perform optimally without adequate hydration. Additionally, sleep quality plays a big role in muscle health. When you don't get enough sleep, your body has less time to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. During deep sleep, your body releases growth hormones that are essential for muscle recovery and strength. If you're consistently sleeping poorly, your muscles won't have the opportunity to repair properly, contributing to their gradual decline. Another important habit to consider is sedentary living. While we already discussed the effects of sitting for long periods, it's worth emphasizing that even minimal physical activity, like standing up and moving around a bit every hour, can make a huge difference. When you're mostly sedentary, whether it's from watching TV, sitting at a desk, or lounging, your muscles don't get the opportunity to engage and contract as they should. This lack of movement leads to muscle atrophy and stiffness, which over time can accelerate the process of sarcopenia. It's vital to make a conscious effort to get up and move, even for just a few minutes every hour. Another habit that contributes to muscle loss is not managing stress. Chronic stress triggers the production of cortisol, a hormone that, when elevated over prolonged periods, can have a damaging effect on muscle mass. Cortisol works by breaking down muscle tissue for energy, essentially cannibalizing the very muscles that you're trying to protect. If stress becomes chronic and you're not finding ways to relax, this continual release of cortisol can contribute to muscle depletion. Techniques such as deep breathing exercises, meditation, yoga, or even taking time to unwind with a good book can go a long way in managing stress and consequently preserving muscle mass. Ignoring balance and flexibility exercises is another subtle contributor to muscle loss. While resistance training and aerobic exercises are important, balance and flexibility exercises shouldn't be overlooked. As we age, our balance can deteriorate, and this is often tied to muscle weakness in the legs and core. Practicing simple balance exercises, like standing on one foot or walking heel to toe, can strengthen the muscles that keep you stable and mobile. Flexibility exercises, like stretching or gentle yoga, help keep the muscles long and limber, preventing them from becoming stiff and reducing the risk of falls, which can further accelerate muscle loss. Overexercising or intense exercise without proper recovery is another habit that can hinder muscle health. While staying active is essential, overdoing it, especially without enough time for recovery, can have the opposite effect. Overtraining can lead to muscle breakdown rather than muscle building. The body needs time to repair itself after exercise, and this process is where muscle growth and maintenance occur. Without proper recovery, muscle fibers don't have the opportunity to rebuild, leading to muscle fatigue and potential loss. Ensuring you're giving your body enough rest and balancing intense workouts with more moderate activity is key to maintaining your muscle health. Inconsistent or extreme dieting is also a common habit that affects muscle mass. Fad diets or drastically restricting calories can lead to muscle loss as the body starts breaking down muscle tissue for energy. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, making it even more important to focus on a balanced, sustainable eating plan that supports muscle maintenance. Extreme calorie deficits deprive your muscles of the nutrients they need to stay strong. On the other hand, an overly rich diet in processed foods or sugars can promote fat gain, which also puts a strain on the muscles, leading to imbalances and weakening over time. The key is balance. A diet rich in whole foods like lean proteins, fruits, vegetables, and healthy fats will support muscle repair and growth. Ignoring joint health is another sneaky habit that could be accelerating muscle loss. If your joints are stiff, inflamed, or painful, it becomes harder to engage in the movement necessary to maintain muscle strength. Poor joint health can limit your ability to move freely, thus preventing you from engaging in physical activity that keeps muscles strong. This is particularly important when you're older because maintaining the mobility and flexibility of joints is essential for maintaining muscle strength. Regular low-impact activities like swimming, walking, or gentle stretching can help keep the joints lubricated and functioning well, which in turn supports muscle health. Many people aren't aware of the direct impact alcohol has on muscle mass. While moderate alcohol consumption might seem harmless, excessive drinking can increase the production of toxins in the body, interfere with nutrient absorption, and cause dehydration, all of which can negatively affect muscle function and growth. Alcohol can impair protein synthesis, the process through which muscles rebuild and grow stronger after exercise. Over time, regular excessive alcohol consumption can contribute to muscle weakness and sarcopenia. To protect your muscles, it's important to drink in moderation, ensuring you're staying hydrated and consuming the nutrients your body needs. Skipping breakfast is another habit that is very dangerous. Breakfast is often considered the most important meal of the day, and for good reason. After a long period of fasting during sleep, your body needs fuel to kickstart the metabolism and provide energy for the day ahead. Skipping breakfast, especially if it's a meal rich in protein, can mean that you're missing out on an important opportunity to nourish your muscles first thing in the morning. Starting the day with a well-balanced meal, particularly one with protein, helps set the tone for muscle repair and growth throughout the day. Including eggs, yogurt, oatmeal with nuts, or a protein smoothie can provide your body with the nutrients it needs to fuel muscle maintenance. While it is good to eat well, emotional eating or stress eating is dangerous for your muscles. When stress hits, many people turn to food for comfort. While the occasional indulgence isn't harmful, frequent emotional eating can lead to weight gain and poor nutrition, both of which negatively impact muscle health. Stress eating often involves reaching for high sugar, high-fat comfort foods that don't provide the essential nutrients muscles need to stay strong. The result is an increase in fat rather than lean muscle, and over time, this shift in body composition can lead to muscle weakness. Instead of turning to food during stressful moments, consider finding healthier coping mechanisms like exercise, talking to someone, or practicing mindfulness to reduce the urge to stress eat. Not getting enough sunlight or vitamin D deficiency is also very dangerous for your muscles. Vitamin D plays a crucial role in muscle health. It helps regulate calcium in the blood, which is essential for muscle function. A deficiency in vitamin D can lead to muscle weakness and pain, and over time, contribute to sarcopenia. While some foods, like fatty fish and fortified dairy products, provide vitamin D, the most effective way to get it is through sunlight exposure. Unfortunately, many people, especially seniors, spend a lot of time indoors, which limits their natural vitamin D production. Always aim for a little sunlight exposure each day, especially in the morning or late afternoon. while also incorporating vitamin D-rich foods into your diet. Not addressing chronic pain is another habit that needs to be addressed. Chronic pain can lead to a sedentary lifestyle, where muscles are not being used as much, leading to atrophy. If you suffer from chronic pain, whether from arthritis, back pain, or other conditions, it's important to address it head-on, rather than avoid movement altogether. When pain is left untreated, it can discourage physical activity, which is essential for muscle health. Seeking medical treatment, whether through physical therapy, medication, or other interventions, can help you manage pain and keep you active, which in turn helps preserve muscle mass. It's important to stay active within your comfort zone, adjusting your movements to accommodate any limitations, while still focusing on strengthening the muscles. Lack of social engagement is also very dangerous. Social engagement can be incredibly important for maintaining an active lifestyle. If you're spending a lot of time alone, you might be less likely to engage in physical activity. On the flip side, having a support system or exercise buddy can help motivate you to stay active, whether that's going for a walk, joining a fitness class, or participating in a fun group activity. When you're socially active, you tend to keep moving more, which directly supports muscle health. So don't underestimate the power of social interaction. Not only is it good for your mental health, but it can also help you stay physically active, which is vital for maintaining your muscle mass. Neglecting to visit your doctor regularly is also dangerous because it can mean missing early signs of muscle loss or sarcopenia. Regular checkups allow your healthcare provider to monitor your muscle health, test for vitamin deficiencies, and address any underlying conditions that might be contributing to muscle loss. Your doctor can also provide advice on supplements or interventions that might help slow down the progression of sarcopenia. If you're noticing muscle weakness or other signs of sarcopenia, don't hesitate to schedule a checkup to ensure you're staying on top of your health. Now let's discuss how to counter these habits and combat sarcopenia before it seriously impacts your muscle health. The good news is that it's never too late to take action. By implementing a few simple but effective strategies, you can improve muscle health and slow the progression of sarcopenia, ensuring you stay strong and mobile as you age. Start by committing to strength training exercises at least 2 to 3 times a week. If you've never done resistance exercises before, it's important to start slow and focus on proper form. You don't need to invest in a gym membership or fancy equipment to get started. Basic body weight exercises like squats, lunges, push-ups, and planks are excellent for building strength and are easy to do at home. If you prefer using weights, start with light dumbbells or resistance bands. As your strength improves, you can gradually increase the intensity by adding more weight or resistance. Make sure you're targeting different muscle groups, including your legs, arms, and core, to maintain overall balance and functionality. Always give your muscles at least one rest day between workouts to allow for recovery. Ensuring you get enough protein is also essential for maintaining and building muscle mass. To make this easier, aim to include a source of protein in every meal, whether it's animal-based protein like chicken, fish, or eggs, or plant-based protein like beans, lentils, tofu, or quinoa. If you find it challenging to meet your daily protein needs through food alone, consider adding a protein shake or snack to your day. However, Try to rely on whole foods as much as possible, since they provide additional nutrients and fiber that supplements can't offer. Make protein a priority, especially after exercise, to support muscle repair and growth. Improve your sleep environment. Sleep is often overlooked, but is one of the most crucial factors in muscle recovery and overall well-being. Start by creating a sleep routine that allows you to get enough rest each night. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep, as this is the optimal amount for adults to help rejuvenate the body. If you're struggling with sleep, try incorporating relaxing activities before bed, such as reading, stretching, or meditating. Avoid using electronic devices like your phone or computer at least an hour before bed, as the blue light can interfere with your body's natural sleep cycle. Make sure your bedroom is quiet, dark, and cool. This creates the ideal environment for deep, restorative sleep. If you're still struggling to sleep, consider consulting a doctor about sleep aids or cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia. Stay hydrated throughout the day. Proper hydration is essential for muscle function, so make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. Carry a water bottle with you so you can take small sips regularly. Try setting reminders on your phone to encourage you to drink water every hour. If you don't like the taste of plain water, infuse it with slices of fruit, cucumber, or herbs like mint for a refreshing twist. Additionally, consume water-rich foods such as cucumbers, oranges, and watermelon, which can help keep you hydrated while also providing additional nutrients. Staying hydrated helps prevent muscle cramps, improves nutrient absorption, and enhances overall muscle performance. One of the most effective ways to stay motivated and consistent is by setting clear, realistic goals. Whether it's a goal to perform a certain number of squats, lift a specific weight, or increase your protein intake, having a target in mind will keep you on track. Track your progress over time by journaling or using a fitness app to record your workouts, meals, and sleep patterns. Celebrate small victories, like successfully completing a full week of strength training or reaching your hydration goals. Keeping track of your progress not only helps you stay accountable, but it also shows how far you've come, which is incredibly motivating. Make hydration and nutrition part of your daily routine. Establishing hydration and proper nutrition as a consistent part of your daily routine will pay off in the long term. This could be as simple as having a glass of water with every meal and making sure your plate contains a balance of protein, healthy fats, and vegetables. Plan your meals ahead of time to ensure that you're getting the necessary nutrients to support muscle health. If you find meal prepping helpful, take an hour or two each week to prepare your meals and snacks, so you always have healthy options ready to go. The more you can make these habits second nature, the easier it will be to stick with them. Avoid sitting for extended periods. If you have a desk job or tend to sit for long stretches, make a conscious effort to get up and move around every 30 to 60 minutes. Small changes, like standing while talking on the phone or taking short walks during breaks, can help prevent muscle atrophy. Even standing up and stretching for a few minutes can help keep your muscles active and reduce the negative effects of prolonged sitting. Pay attention to your posture. Good posture isn't just about looking confident. It's about maintaining muscle health and avoiding strain. Poor posture can contribute to muscle weakness, especially in the back and neck. Being mindful of your posture throughout the day will help keep your muscles properly aligned and engaged. When sitting, try to sit with your back straight and shoulders relaxed. If you're standing for long periods, try to shift your weight between legs to reduce pressure on your muscles. Small adjustments to your posture will prevent strain and promote better muscle function over time. Learn to also socialize and stay active in your community. Getting involved in social and physical activities can help you stay motivated to keep moving. Join a fitness class, walk with friends, or participate in a local community activity. Not only will this help with your physical strength, but it will also improve your mental well-being. Positive social interaction can reduce feelings of isolation and depression, both of which can contribute to muscle loss over time. So, make an effort to stay connected with family, friends, or a group that shares your fitness goals. Lastly, remember that consistency is key, and it's more important to build sustainable habits than to aim for perfection. Don't get discouraged if you miss a workout or eat something that doesn't align perfectly with your nutrition goals. The goal is to stay committed to the process and make gradual improvements that fit your lifestyle. Small, consistent steps over time will yield the best results for combating sarcopenia and maintaining muscle mass. By integrating these habits into your routine, you'll be able to prevent or slow the progression of sarcopenia, maintain your strength, and enjoy a more active and independent life. The best time to start is now. The sooner you begin incorporating these practices, the more benefits you'll see in the long run. Your future self will thank you for taking the steps to prioritize muscle health today. When you take steps to slow or reverse muscle loss, you're doing far more than preserving strength and mobility. You're laying a strong foundation for protecting your overall health in ways that many people overlook. The daily habits that help combat sarcopenia, like eating nutrient-rich meals, engaging in regular movement, and managing chronic stress, also help reduce the risk of other serious age-related diseases. Take type 2 diabetes, for example. Most people don't realize that your muscles are one of the body's primary sites for storing glucose. As you lose muscle mass, your body's ability to manage blood sugar begins to decline. This can lead to insulin resistance, one of the major causes of type 2 diabetes. But by maintaining or even rebuilding muscle through strength training and eating adequate protein, older adults can improve insulin sensitivity and dramatically reduce the risk of developing diabetes. Another major concern is osteoporosis. While it's typically seen as a bone issue, there's a direct link between muscle mass and bone density. Muscles and bones work in tandem. When muscles contract, they stimulate bone tissue to grow and strengthen. But when you lose muscle, your bones don't get the same stimulation, leading to weakness and a higher risk of fractures. This is especially dangerous for seniors, as a broken hip can lead to prolonged immobility or even early death. The same physical activities that support muscle health, like walking, light resistance training, and balance exercises, also help strengthen bones and prevent osteoporosis. Cardiovascular disease is another widespread condition in aging populations. As we lose muscle and gain fat, especially around the belly, the risk of heart disease increases. Fat around the organs, called visceral fat, contributes to high cholesterol, inflammation, and high blood pressure. Exercise, particularly resistance and aerobic training, helps reduce this type of fat and improve circulation and heart function. Staying active keeps your heart strong, your blood vessels flexible, and your risk of heart attacks or strokes much lower. Muscle loss also affects mental health in subtle but serious ways. Physical inactivity has been linked to increased rates of depression and anxiety in older adults. It also contributes to cognitive decline. Regular physical movement, especially activities that get your blood pumping and challenge your muscles, improves circulation to the brain and boosts the release of chemicals like serotonin and dopamine. These help regulate mood, memory, and focus. Seniors who engage in regular physical activity are also less likely to develop Alzheimer's disease or other forms of dementia. The immune system also takes a hit as we age, but it turns out that muscle health plays a role here too. When your muscles contract, they produce proteins called myokines, which help regulate immune function and reduce inflammation. Seniors who remain physically active and keep their muscle mass tend to recover faster from illness, respond better to vaccines, and are less likely to suffer from severe complications of infections like the flu or COVID-19. Frailty, a condition characterized by weakness, fatigue, and slower movement, is often seen in the later stages of aging, and it's closely tied to muscle loss. Frail individuals are at higher risk of falls, hospitalizations, and even early death. But frailty isn't inevitable. With the right combination of nutrition and strength-building exercises, seniors can reverse frailty and regain their independence. Even small changes, like using resistance bands, climbing stairs, or lifting light weights, can lead to noticeable improvements in strength and stamina. Let's not forget about mobility. The loss of muscle doesn't just mean weakness, it also limits your ability to move freely and safely. Poor mobility increases the risk of dangerous falls, which are among the leading causes of injury in older adults. Building muscle, especially in the legs, hips, and core, significantly reduces this risk, and better mobility means greater independence, less reliance on others, and the freedom to engage in everyday activities without fear or discomfort. Muscle mass also affects metabolism and digestion. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down, but muscle helps keep it humming. More muscle means a higher resting metabolic rate, which helps control weight and reduces the risk of obesity-related issues like fatty liver disease or metabolic syndrome. A strong core can even help with digestion, easing issues like constipation and bloating by supporting the natural movement of the digestive tract. Chronic pain, particularly in the back, knees, and shoulders, is another common complaint among older adults. Weak muscles can force joints to work harder, contributing to joint strain and inflammation. But when your muscles are stronger, they can take on more of the load and support your joints more effectively. This can dramatically reduce pain and improve overall movement. Gentle strength training, stretching, and low-impact activities like yoga or swimming are excellent options for relieving pain and improving function. Even your breathing can benefit from strong muscles. The muscles that control your lungs, like the diaphragm and those between the ribs, also weaken with age. When these muscles are stronger, you breathe more efficiently and recover faster from respiratory illnesses. Physical activity, particularly aerobic exercise, helps maintain respiratory strength and stamina. And finally, there's your confidence and emotional well-being. Many seniors experience a sense of helplessness as their physical capabilities decline, but regaining strength, no matter how gradually, can restore a powerful sense of control and dignity. It's not just about lifting weights or walking farther. It's about feeling strong enough to keep living life on your terms. So when you take action against sarcopenia, you're not just preserving your muscles, you're protecting your heart, bones, brain, immune system, metabolism, and more. You're choosing a future of strength, independence, and vitality. The best part? It's never too late to begin. Whether you start with a short walk, add one more serving of protein to your day, or begin doing light strength exercises, every small step leads to a stronger, healthier future. And with that, we've reached the end of today's video. Remember, muscle loss doesn't happen overnight, and the good news is that you have more control than you think. Every small step you take, whether it's moving more, eating better, or simply being mindful of your daily habits, can go a long way in protecting your strength, independence, and overall health as you age. Today, we uncovered how simple lifestyle changes can help you fight back against sarcopenia, support healthy muscles, and even prevent other common age-related diseases like diabetes, osteoporosis, and heart problems. If today's video gave you a fresh perspective or a helpful tip you can start using right away, let us know in the comments. We love hearing from you and we do our best to respond. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the next video designed to help you stay stronger, longer. Until next time, stay active, stay nourished, and most importantly, stay empowered. We'll see you in the next one.